quilters, so I'm working on a project for Missouri Star Quilt Company. I'm about to use this square to snowball this rectangle piece right here, and I just wanted to talk about a few of the benefits of starch. So this is one benefit of starch, and the starch I use for this is just some faultless heavy finish starch. I just got this at the grocery store. This particular project has some units in it that have biased edges, so I starched the fabric heavily. So I'm going to show you a benefit of heavy starch as far as how it can help you with snowballs. So usually with a snowball, you would draw a diagonal line on the back of this piece that you're going to use for the snowball. But with using heavy starch, we can skip that drawing the line, and I'll show you what we can do. So we're going to take this piece that we're going to use to snowball with, and we're going to fold it in half diagonally, right sides together. So once you fold that, since you starched it, it's going to give you a nice crisp fold. And you can see a good line. And I can take this to my machine and just sew along that line as opposed to drawing lines. Now this technique is something that I would not normally do, because folding along that line, you're folding along the bias, it stretches, distorts the fabric, but heavily starched fabric, that is not such a factor. So I can just do this as I'm snowballing, as opposed to taking the time to draw a line along all of them. I can just do this as I'm sitting at my machine snowballing. So you'll just lay that on there, whichever direction you need it for whatever you're happening to snowball. And you'll go with on your sewing machine, and you'll have a nice clear line to see to help you sew that. So here we have a bunch of snowball units all decornered and pressed and ready to use in my blocks. I made all of these without drawing any lines. I've also got a couple full tutorials on snowballing. One is for adding snowballs to square blocks, and one is for adding snowballs to rectangle blocks from the pinwheel popper quilt along. So it'll be similar to what we did with these. That is a little bit trickier, a little bit more thinking than if you were to just add the snowballs to square blocks, but just a little bit. So you'll see that in all those tutorials if you want to, and I'll have all those links in the description.